Well, welcome to SJ's New Year's Eve, coming from London Victoria Station. I had a blue entrance ticket. Luckily, I just jumped out and there it was showing me exactly where to go. Directions is easy peasy. The Mayor of London's New Year's event. Tickets were absolutely sold out. Completely sold out. I bought mine, I think, 2 months prior in November. You just walk around and you see the beautiful double-decker famous red buses of London. Busy, busy, people moving up and down. And so as I approach, I see there's a giant crowd of people just standing there towards the entry, the designated marked entry point. I'm like, there's simply no way these people are entering. It's just impossible. And then I had to squeeze in to push and shove. I've actually made it to the other side of the first checkpoint, and people are being told to enjoy responsibly somewhere else. The police there assembling to take care of a crowd which apparently had already squeezed their way in to the what turned out to be a second checkpoint. So dejected people just standing there. Poor souls, they probably had no idea that the London New Year's Eve event show is a ticket event. It's not for free, or at least if you want to be in designated areas around Westminster, you need to have had a ticket. So the blue ticket, by the way, was £50 a piece, and that's exactly where I was. And then there were other tickets which were cheaper. I do not remember. I think £30 on the other side. They don't give you the view from the London Eye, so the blue tickets are the best ones according to me. And there she is, the Lady Westminster Abbey. And so here is the second checkpoint, just before you cross into Westminster. I mean, this building is a 1,000-year-old national treasure, if not international treasure, because there is histories from different countries which are in there. So they have every reason to have so many security checks. So that was security checkpoint 2. And by the way, I went to Westminster Abbey in 2024, and there is a giant commemoration of Cecil John Rhodes inside. Just exactly how important was he? You can go into my TikTok and you find out why and how. So yeah, the complete scallywags who were shoving and pushing without tickets, they had to close that second barrier check there, because it was just a complete stampede. Absolute scoundrels people turned out into. And so there's my close-up view of Westminster Abbey. Like I said, I went inside. You can go into my TikTok to see what I saw. Several graves of kings and queens of England from 1 2,000 years ago. I always send this to my dad whenever I'm in London. I'm like, hey, look, old man, you taught me how to cross the street by looking right and looking left, as if he had ever been to London himself. Though are the chiming bells of church of the Anglican Westminster Abbey. So that was security checkpoint number 3. Bag search. And buses are not working to Parliament Square. Metros are not working to Westminster, the Tube. So you really have to plan your journey accordingly. And there's the icon of the seat of the British Parliament. So many decisions have been made in here which affected billions of people all over the world. And there too, because the Church of England, the Anglican Church, writes, famously breaking away from the Roman Catholic Church. And yeah, here we are today, living versions of the Anglican life, and many Africans don't even know it. What kind of an Anglican are you? So I have to drown out music because I don't want to be flagged for copyrights and stuff like that. So it took me an entire 30 minutes to walk up there. Yeah, so I have to find a nice backtrack to make it worth your while. And so to exit, you have to go all the way back to Victoria Station. The African in me was tempted to climb up this tree and perch in that beautiful spot up there. I mean, work with me. I needed to stand somewhere. And I was late. I got to the first checkpoint at 25 past 10. Because if you arrive after 10:30, if you arrive after 10:30, you cannot enter. See you next year. Or whenever you are in London. It's security is tight because it's New Year's Eve, and if people are not controlled like that, it absolutely gets wild. And what could be more British? What could be more British, rather, than the DJ jamming ABBA Dancing Queen right in the middle of London, even though ABBA is completely Swedish, but their contribution to the Angli life. For somebody who eventually got to this point at 11, I pushed my way through and found that spot. And then at 11:30, the London Eye and surroundings turned to the color purple. You all know what the color purple means, right? Or maybe you don't. It's really sad. People live an Anglican life, but they don't know the meanings of the things that they follow. Sometimes I feel so sorry for my people. I'm like, how is it possible that people mindlessly don't even follow the history of certain things in this world? But anywho, here's why we're here. My first time at London, the Mayor of London's New Year's event. Big Ben is telling us to start counting. Doesn't that remind you of City Hall Bulawayo? That Anglican life, huh? You have absolutely no idea how beautiful it is with your own eyes. Listen, when the first fireworks popped off at the stroke of midnight, I was like, yes, this is why I paid £50. I get it. I do. I get it now. I really do. And this is why the people were pushing and shoving at the gates, because it's much nicer in person, I swear. Because I've watched this obviously multiple times on TV because it's free to watch on TV. But the reason why the event is sold out months in advance is because you cannot even describe how beautiful it is to look at in person. Absolutely spectacular. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Woo. And by the way, behind us there is London Westminster Metro Station, and next to it is Scotland Yard, the world famous Scotland Yard. And next to it is the UK's Ministry of Defence. I think I'll do a TikTok video about that building because that's where an undesirable person used to stay called Henry Stanley. A lot of people in Blah don't know who he is, but or maybe they do, I don't know. But yeah, gotta know who that chap is. Complete scoundrel, that one. I've never been on the London Eye, by the way, because London is a country, London is a republic, according to me. You know, London is so huge. It is so huge that you probably need a decade to know and explore London as a tourist. I mean, if you don't live there. Now let me get into the loudness of it all. These things are so damn loud, you do not even want to know. They are incredibly loud. From being incredibly beautiful to being incredibly loud, it's really a bucket list item. Kerry Washington calls it the live it list, which I love. By the way, you should watch 6888 by Kerry Washington and Tyler Perry. It's a really nice movie, ridiculously nice. And that's the final show-stopping piece. Bring out the sparkles, baby. By the way, some people, they probably started arriving as early as 7 p.m. to get front row spots. Front row spots. As you can see, I'm not directly opposite the London Eye. There's probably a good half a mile from where I am and the spot that is directly opposite the London Eye. It was packed, like super packed, but I was happy here. I mean, that's why I arrived late. It's because I didn't want to be directly in front of the London Eye. I mean, this was okay for me. And before I could enjoy the sound of my people around, they start jamming that music all over again. So no more sound. Well, that was it. Just a 13-minute show of the actual fireworks. And I'm realizing that earlier I was saying 2024, but it's by this side of the fireworks show is 2025. So might as well with the London 2025 event. Shining bright in the London sky. The London Eye, by the way, you can visit it for £30 a person to go up the big wheel. Nothing's cheap, eh? Everything in London, every major, okay, no, there are free things, of course, but some of the best ones have a minimum €30 price tag if you wanna experience them. And if I'm not mistaken, the ride is 20 to 30 minutes. I don't remember. I've never been on the London Eye before, but yeah, I hope to. I mean, look at it. So big. The big wheel. And of course, people start going back to their homes or wherever they're going. I recorded something a little bit after this, so still have a few more minutes. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the fireworks show. Came to you live from Westminster. Well, there's Westminster Abbey over there near Big Ben, and overlooking the Thames River as well as the London Eye. So that was the Mayor of London's fireworks show, as brought to you by the Mayor of London, Mayor Sadiq Khan, who was re-elected. Oh my God, it's now dark. Was re-elected as Mayor of London in 2024. Even though things are not going on in London, but he was re-elected. But anyway, it was fun. It was on my bucket list, something I've wanted to do for life, you know. Who doesn't want to see a magical fireworks show? I don't know, how do I top that? How do I top that? Of course, Sydney is on a bucket list, but then Australia is in the other side of the world. Good Lord. How is Omondo? Omondo's Ohamajan Sydney. Yo, what's the onesie? Sydney is so far away, and it needs a bigger budget to go there with an expensive flight. Maybe we can do New York instead. Maybe New York is a bit cheaper. I don't know. Funny enough, I've never done New Year's Eve in Amsterdam because Amsterdam is crazy. The Dutch spend over 100 million on fireworks, and I cannot handle the chaos of Amsterdam on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve in Amsterdam actually needs you to book a hotel to stay somewhere there. And these are people who are trying to get crashed. They are now going in, but there's nothing in there. It was a complete stampede when I was trying to get in, because people were trying to jump in without tickets. Like, how are you gonna try to jump in without a ticket, man? Crazy. Or at least people didn't know. I don't know. I bought my tickets in November, honey. I bought them in November. £50 a pop. I bought a second ticket. I wanted to take somebody's son with me, but then I live in a world where men think they should spend money, so I sold the ticket and then I came by myself. So what did I do with that money? Now I'm going to go to a black gay bar, because that's where the people are. Child, that was the only black person I saw.
on this side of the blue square. Uh, there was another side, red square. I think green and white, which are less expensive. I'm walking so fast because London is a country, and the Republic of London, it takes you hours to get to somewhere. So now I'm walking to Victoria Station. It's going to take me 30 minutes because there's simply no other way. And then from Victoria Station to the club where I'm going, I have no idea. It's probably going to take me another 40 to an hour. I'm going to get there at like 2 a.m. And I'm going to stay at the club for like an hour or two. I'm not much of a clubbing person, so I don't think I'll enjoy, or maybe I will. And then who knows? Maybe I will. Alright, cheers, guys.